I read The Caretaker by Max Kliewer, so let's talk about it. This was a very highly anticipated new release for me this year. This book is extremely fast-paced. It's very gripping. This is about Macy, who takes this caretaking job, which is really more like a house-sitting job in this remote location. It's like a horror thriller trope that we've all read before, like desperate woman takes weird red flag job because she has no other options. So she ends up at this house alone, and the previous owner left her with all these weird instructions, and they're called the rights, and you need to follow the rights. They are the only thing standing between humanity and this really evil presence and apocalyptic scenario. So somebody needs to be a caretaker at this property to stop the world from ending. You're left wondering, was that man delusional or was it reality? And then as Macy gets ingrained in this plot line, you start to wonder, is she delusional or are these things really happening? This book is basically a big metaphor, a big allegory for grief, depression, really feeling stuck. You can't get out of this endless loop of failure, and you try so hard to make life better for yourself, and you just keep getting blocked at every turn. Things keep happening. Things are out of her control. The more that happens, the harder things get. I love that metaphor, but it was really tiring to read because you feel like nothing ever goes her way, which is the point, but like that's hard to read, and it gets a little repetitive and a few plot holes. I mean, it's a fast-paced horror thriller. Like, you can have plot holes, have a suspension of disbelief going into this. Overall, I felt like a lot of things went unanswered, and there's this like huge, crazy underlying plot line of like potential apocalypse, and I feel like that was like a plot device more than it was ever fully acknowledged or defined. Like, I wanted more information about that. I wanted that to play a bigger part in the story than it actually did. Chapters are super short. I love that in a book. If you just want something to binge read that is going to creep you out and give you some atmosphere, this is actually a great book for that. I think some people would really like it, and I think some people will really love the metaphor of grief and depression and feeling stuck. I just think this book needed to be a little bit longer and more fleshed out in certain areas to really hit for me. But aside from that, looking at other reviews on Goodreads, people are actually loving this book a lot more than I did. So if you're like, should I read this? I mean, maybe. If you just want something fast-paced and creepy, like, go ahead and read this. So that was The Caretaker by Max Kliewer. And thank you for watching my videos. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe.